Hi there, this is Kevin from Roguedeckbuilder.com here with the very first match of the Untested. I've not even tested this in a tournament practice or even casual. So this is just, I like playing these two mans because no one can leave when I'm trying out a new rogue deck. What happens when you try to practice in the tournament practice is people, they see a rogue deck or kind of this untested deck and they just leave. They leave the tournament practice channel and it completely ruins videos. So I'm willing to just pay 2 tickets to force an opponent to play his tier 1 deck against me. So anyway, we won the die roll. Yes, we'd like to play first. It's a quick deck, so of course we'd like to play first. This is a great hand. I'd like to see a few more creatures here, but we can lead off with a Soldier of Pantheon. And we've got the Godless Shrine, and we have the we got double creatures here. So I can actually safely just put in a plain Soldier of Pantheon past the turn. So we'll see how this works. This is why my constructed rating is always so horrible, as I test decks here on the actual 2-man queues. Anywho, let's wait for our opponent here. This is going to be pretty. He has to mulligan to 6. The thing is that very aggressive decks that aren't red deck wins can actually do quite well in the format. And a lot of people hate out against red deck wins, but I've done very well with certain decks. Like I've been playtesting a red-white heroic decks, which is just plain crazy with a double striker hooked up with madcap skills. But anyway, I'm going to probably show that on the next Play in the Budget video, so we won't talk about that. We'll just get back to this game here. So it's going to be the Soldier of Pantheon, and we can pass the turn to him. So in a very aggressive 1-drop, I have to see a few more 1-drops. Like so it's going to be Mono Blue Devotion probably. So I don't know how well we're going to match up versus that. But hopefully another 1-drop comes out. Yes, perfect. So we can go 2 more 1-drops. They are the weakest of our 1-drops, but they'll do the job because we're going to Righteous Charge the following turn for a lot of damage, and hopefully we don't run out of steam. One of my worries here is I do run out of steam, and again that's why I thought about Read the Bones in the sideboard, but it doesn't seem aggressive enough, and we don't have the burn to kind of go finish them off. So these become dead drops like turn 4 or 5 if we don't already have them out. But I'm hoping, so against a deck that doesn't use removal though, we might just be able to overwhelm him before he can really get stabilized. He didn't have a first turn Cloudfin Raptor or Judge's Familiar, so I think we're alright. Next turn I will Righteous Charge for a lot. A Dauntless Onslaught might have been actually better. The Frostburn Weird is definitely a good card, and it's me able to block one of them. So maybe we just actually go for the next turn. We just wait. Since these can actually hit, I'm thinking that we'll have a Soldier Pantheon. That will give me some more... yeah, give me some more damage the following turn after that. But who knows. So he can't block the 2-1 because it's protection from multicolor. And he can block one of those. So he's going to take 3, go to 15. And he might not even block the Frostburn Weird. I mean, I think at this point he has to. Yeah, so... goes down to 15. So again, I want to try to figure out how to make the favorite hoplites actually do more damage. But I was Righteous Charge is sorcery. That's evil. I didn't even realize that. Maybe the fortified is fortify a sorcery as well, because maybe fortify is just plain better. No, it's an instant. Maybe it is just better. So Almond Speaker, another good one versus me. So he definitely is going the Blue Devotion that actually, I think that's a 1 of in most Blue Devotions though. But he missed his land drop, and he's going to lose that guy, and it doesn't give him card advantage like the good old, whatchamacallit, the Augur of Bolas used to. But it will allow him to scry and find his lands. What did he do here? Put on bottom and bottom, so he's desperately looking for land. We got our second Righteous Charge. He's probably like, what jank is this at this point? As we're able to Righteous Charge. Kaboom! And then it's like a draft deck here. That's probably what he's probably raging on the other side of the screen yet. So definitely see some holes in this deck. As again, he's going to be able to block a favorite hoplite. I mean, he might even double block it here. I doubt it though. Nope, he's gonna sacrifice it. He's gonna take 7, go to an 8. Frostburn Weird is still alive. We have another Righteous Charge. Good thing is we have a ton of pumps. This is going to be how most of the games are going to go. So he misses it again, gets another Almond Speaker. He's going to again have to kill his Almond Speaker. Don't know how I feel about this card. Apparently these mono blue devotion decks love this. I guess this is probably why the mono black devotion decks are just completely overwhelming the mono blue. This deck is so horrible if it does not have a Master of Waves in it. It is so Master of Waves dependent, and I think people are starting to realize that it really needs to get off a quick start with Master of Waves, and they do have ways to scry for it. That's probably why these almond speakers are coming in here. But I mean, the price of Master of Waves has dropped 15 tickets in the past couple days, because I do realize that people, I mean, the Pro Tour, yeah, top 1, 2, and 3 decks were all these mono blue, but I just don't know if the field just wasn't prepared for it. For, you know, I mean, this is really good against the mono red, and maybe that's what Pro Tour was compromised of, was a lot of black, red, and red mono red aggro decks, and these decks just farm them all day. Not sure. I'll have to look at the entire, another favorite hoplite. I'd have to look at the exact Pro Tour metagame breakdown to actually see how it is. So we'll Righteous Charge again. Unfortunately, this is a sorcery speed. Maybe that's why Fortify needs to come in. It's little details like this that I a lot of times miss out. Ha! Oh, come on. Where was the comment? I wanted to comment there. So I think against his deck, we just try to just go completely over top. I don't even think we need these Immortal Servitudes. I'm going to take them completely out. Again, I don't even think we need the Orzhov Charms. It could be something that Profit Loss is definitely coming in, because it does give us an answer versus the Master of Waves. And I don't think Blind Obedience needs to come in. Fortify can come in. Again, Immortal Servitude isn't the greatest. Maybe Judges of Familiar is not the greatest, because everything else is fine here. I'm going to take out no, I want all the creatures possible. So maybe a Profit Loss can come out, or maybe a Righteous. No, I don't want Righteous Charges coming out whatsoever. Yeah, maybe a Judge's Familiar is the right. It's evasive, though. And maybe I need to get in there for the last bit. It's tempting just to steal out a land now that I have even less. I'm going to go down to 19 lands. We'll submit it this way. We're not on the play this time, but the good news is we lose this match, we are on the play the following time. And this is, ooh. I'm going to keep it because we do have the scry to scry away lands, so we'll never draw another land. And we have the loss that we can actually cast. But I'm going to start off with a Dryad Militant, and hopefully we don't. Okay, there's another Profit Loss. So Dryad Militant. And hopefully it doesn't have a Frostburn Weird here. Otherwise, the Judge's Familiar would have been a better card. But, I mean, this can have if there's a Frostburn Weird. So what can happen here is he can have a very, very, very fast draw if he has a Master of Waves coming up. And he has the... Ooh, now this is tempting to actually throw 2 of these out. But I think the right play is just to... No, we are going to throw 2 of them out in case we draw into something. So Judge is Familiar. And another Dryad Militant. And unfortunately, we could be in a big problem if he has an Nightveil Spectre. But we have a Prophet next turn that we can actually cast. Give all our guys +1/+1. Sensory Deprivation isn't that bad, especially putting on something that I can actually sack to counter something. It's a nice little tech there. See, so he's stuck on 3 lands again. This deck is just really, really good against red deck wins, but man, does this fold to a black deck. I don't see how it beats mono black, and which is everywhere. Like I said, just won a GP. It's the most 6-0 finish on MTGO is mono black devotion. So it might be a good time to start hating its mono black devotion, but mono black devotion is even good against red deck wins. So I drew that land I did not want to draw. But we can scry away. All right, we get to scry that one away though, at least, and we could definitely. I don't think that. I don't think that actually using this is actually going to do much. We can entwine that now, though we have the land count to entwine it. I mean, if we attack with that, he doesn't lose his Frostburn Weird. Yeah, this thing is just a roadblock. So unfortunately. Yeah, unfortunately, we're stuck. I mean, this kills his Master Waves. Ooh, that is going to be a tough one. to overcome. Oh, geez, the lands. 19 lands and getting mana flooded. That's MTGO. Geez, MTGO. That would have been 4 lands in a row. Put this on the bottom. And unfortunately, our Judge's Familiar is probably going to fall victim to the Nightvale Spectre. Here. Thassa, which is going to be activated. Going to go ahead and block that. And Thassa is still activated. So get mana flooded. We got a Righteous Charge. We do a Righteous Charge and a Prophet Law, and a Prophet, which would get my guys pretty big. But I think the right play here, and I might just die. We can entwine a Prophet Loss here, though. We'd kill off his Frostburn Weird and his Thassa. Because it'd be... No, his Thassa would just go down to 4-4, and we'd just be a 3-3. Jeez, this is not going our way. And then, because a 4-4, and this would be a 3-2. So unfortunately, the Mana Flood is going to be a factor. And he's indestructible anyway. But we get this down the devotion count. I mean, next turn, very problematic. Might just need a Righteous Charge, but he just blocks. Yeah, this is... Didn't get enough 1-drops here. Got way too mana flooded. But next turn, if Master Waves comes down, we basically wipe his board. The Spectre's going to be really good for him. It's going to find him something. There's another Spectre. Those Spectres just might be the death of us. So, going to let these go through, unfortunately. And see what he gets. A favorite Hoplite. Didn't want that anyway. So let's hope we don't draw into a land. He didn't get his Master of Waves. There's a Cackler. But I think the right play right now is just to swing in. And he does decide to block, so I do believe that we entwine it, since we do have the Yeah, this is going to be very problematic for us. We do get a Cackler here. And we will unleash it. But the Scrying, he's never going to have to take a land if he doesn't want it. And he's out aggroing me big time. I'm hoping a Master Waves comes down because it's just something gets Prophet lost. Yeah, I could care less about that at this point. He loses it all. Because Prophet Lost is such a great card versus him. So he's going to attack in with all of them. But I'm down to a 4, and basically I'd have to kill him here. Because a double Godless Shrines, holy, lands on top of my library. And I don't think there's anything I can do to actually kill him. I mean, if I did a loss and a Righteous Charge, that's only 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 damage. So there's a Judge's Familiar that can block, so I can actually take 2 of them back to block. I could block a Thassa and an Ithil Spectre if I do decide to Prophet Loss and just Judge's Familiar. But that only leaves me back with 1 guy. And I could actually Prophet Loss on my turn and keep everything alive. Go down to a 2. So I'd have to keep back a Dried Militant. And we could top deck into something else the following turn if he attacks with both. No, I'd lose both those, the thing. So probably not going to come out of this. Because if let's see, loss plus righteous charge is not enough. Profit loss and hold up a righteous charge next turn for something. I think we do. We fuse profit loss and just attack with the cackler and 1 militant. And get him down to a 12. And there's really, it'd be 11. I don't think there's anything I could really, I mean, Moral Servitude would actually be good. And maybe we actually should, because it could give us an out here. Because now we can block a Night Veil Spectre, and we can block a, yeah, this isn't going to work out for us. Unfortunately, we're going to go on to game number 3 here. And hopefully not get as mana flooded as we did. I'm going to go back up to 20 lands. I think I'm going to take out these righteous charges. Or maybe a Dauntless Onslaught. Because I don't think I'm too worried by a Dauntless Onslaught. Yeah, this guy's going to allow him scry for something else. Oh yeah, he can just give his guy unblockable. Forgot about that one. So Thassa gets us. I don't think Orzhov Charm's the way to go. I don't think Read the Bones or God's Willing. Blind Obedience is actually very tempting to put in, because it gives us some reach. And Willing I don't think is the way to go either. And again, Mortal Servitude I don't think is the right way to go. I might just be taking out these Dauntless Onslaughts. So it's 2 target creatures plus 2/2. They're good with the Tormented Heroes, but I think at this point they're the worst card. And I'm gonna keep in a Blind Obedience. And I'm gonna bring in maybe a one of Immortal Servitude. No, because he does some blockable stuffs. So we're gonna submit this away. Yeah, and hopefully we get an Anthem, like a Path to Bravery. So yes, we like to play first. And again, a little bit of a land flood and no pumps. We have the Profit Loss, though. We have a Soldier Pantheon. No, I'm not going to mulligan. And the Soldier Pantheon is really good versus his Frostburn Weirds. And next turn we can play the Godless Shrine and play tap and a Judge's Familiar. So see if he has the Cloudfin Raptor. Sensory Deprivation, that actually does it. Wow. Card's actually good on my dude. But there's a Tormented Hero, which we can play, and a Judge's Familiar. We can Righteous Charge next turn. Hopefully it's not a Frostburn Weird. And if it is, yeah, this deck just completely bones aggro deck, the Mono Blue Devotion. Just chew. See how it just, this on red deck wins is just great. Like, these are great for the Chandra's Phoenixes, as they don't have a way to get rid of them. They'll have to shock their own Phoenix or something, but completely shuts it down. We can kill, well, we can actually Righteous Charge this time and save everything and do some damage. We'll see what happens here. I don't know if we're going to be able to get out of this, especially drawing into this kind of crap. I don't think that that's, going to do much. So I'm just going to, oops, shouldn't have done it that way. So now I have to take 2 life. I'm just going to Righteous Charge here. Get in there for some damage. He's going to block my Soldier of Pantheon and take 7. I have a Profit of Loss. He just takes it all. That's oh, he can't block it. Yeah. Okay, so he takes another 1. He's down to a 12. But again, I needed another creature here. 24 though might not be the right play. Maybe I need to go up to 26 or something. The Night Veil Spectre again is going to be hard for me to deal with. I can't quite fuse it, so that means I can't quite kill it either. Temple of Silence again, the mana, enough mana. We needed that last one. I don't even know if I put this on top or if I just put this on bottom. I need to find another Anthem. I think I'm going to go ahead and put it on. on the bottom, because what I really need is like a Spear of Heliod or a Pat the Bravery. I'm going to put it on bottom. And if we attack in, the loss won't do anything. If he blocks, I'm just dead. I just lose it all. I'm going to entwine a profit loss next turn. So again, major holes in this deck. Maybe I need to go up a Spear of Heliod. Even though I'd hate to... Oh, come on. Oh, these sensory deprivations. And Thassa. Thassa's really good actually in this deck. So he attacks with the Nithil Spectre. I think I just do... Yeah, unfortunately, I do just block here. And we get a Plains. That is no good. So land flooded is the story of game number 2s and 3. Just too many lands. Maybe I could go down in land count. 20's perfect though, you'd think. Another Frostburn Weird. That's really going to set us back. Yeah, I'm getting... He plays like 29 lands usually, so maybe that's the right way to go. Dauntless Onslaught, which I kind of needed here. I kept one of those in? I guess I did. So like I said, this is a bad matchup for aggro. Too slow. That's our 6th land. All right, I'm just gonna scoop there. Magic just holy balls, Magic. Look at that. Yeah, Magic just did not like me in this matchup whatsoever. Out of 20 lands, we scried one of them. Waited. No, we did not. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 out of our 20 lands with 41 cards left to go, and that was the story of game number 2. You can see in at least game number 1 how fast this deck can get. We're going to make some changes here. I'm going to go to the deck editor. God, I don't even know if 20 lands is the right play to go. I think I have to. So maybe going up a count of... I don't really want to go up a count of Spear of Heliod. I'm going to go down a count of Dauntless Onslaught. I'm going to put in a Fortify. And maybe the favorite Hotlights aren't the right way to go if I have no way to... Actually, yeah, I'll leave 2 Dauntless Onslaughts in here. We're gonna completely get... Yeah, maybe let's look at the rest of the 1-drops available in the colors that we have. So I'm gonna search this up, and we have Deathrite Shaman, which could be better because it can get rid of sorcery spells late game. We have a Drainpipe Vermin, a Festering Newt, Shadow Alley, Shadowborn Apostle, Tenacious Dead. You know, Throw Parasite actually might be the way to go, as it can extort and get in there for some damage. But, oh, there we go. That's what we're going to do. So favorite Hotlight's going to come out for Boros Elite, and these Dauntless Onslaughts are going to come out. So I'm not going to have any way to really... Yeah, no way to actually activate Heroic, but at least we have the Boros Elites, and we did get rid of all the Dauntless Onslaughts, right? So, and I might even be able to keep in, maybe we go up to 26, maybe we need more creatures. So the hopeful Eidolon isn't very good. Favorite Hoplite again we got rid of. Suntail Hawk might actually be the right way to go, unfortunately. That might be my best option, as it is another fast white drop, because we're using the Cacklers. Slitherhead we don't want to use. We're using the Dried Militants. I don't like either of these guys. I don't necessarily... The Festering Newt's not a bad option. But I think an evasive 1/1 flyer is the way to go. So I'm going to bring in some Suntail Hawks. So we got Immortal Servitude in the sideboard, but this really takes down our... We have Fortify, Pathway, Rage Charge, Spear of Heliod. Is this going to be enough? We're going to try it this way. We need one more card in our sideboard. Don't know how I feel about these Read the Bones. Blind Obedience. I love these Profit Loss. Maybe we'll go another Profit Loss. All right, I'm going to have to grab another Profit Loss. I'm going to add one more. And we're going to try a few more games here. God's Willing can definitely come out here for Brave the Elements as well. as I think that's going to be a better card. And maybe let's go 3 Braved Elements and see how that works. I am liking one of Profit Loss, though. And wow, so it doesn't want to click here. Anyway, I'm going to save this up, and I'm going to submit this away, and we'll play another match. This is Kevin with Roguedeckbuilder.com. Thanks for watching.